So here we are again at the bike garage. This time we're going to go for a ride out towards Hathersage, up to Stanage Edge, have a little play around Lady Cannings before dropping over Houndkirk, back up through Burbage, heading off underneath Stanage again and then back on the road to the bike garage. This loop comes in at about 18 miles, give or take a few, and roughly 2,500 feet of climbing. Just now we're going to head out via the car park, take a left on the main A road that goes towards Hathersage before turning left and getting on the off-road. So just here on the left we're going to turn up, head towards Thorpe farm, just going to nip underneath the bridge. So this is the start of the climb up towards the Stanage causeway. This is one of the few stops on this ride, and they sell ice cream here, so if you're here on a nice summer's day it's well worth stopping in, getting yourself a bit of ice cream. So we've just climbed up from Thorpe farm. You get onto this road here, I believe it's called Cogger's Lane. We're going to take a left and we're going to keep following around to the left, and it is a little bit of a road section but it works us up to the bottom of the Stanage causeway. You can see in the distance there, you've got Stanage Edge running along in the distance. We're going to be riding up there quite shortly. It is quite a climb, but then we'll keep our elevation for quite a significant period of time before having a little bit of fun at Lady Cannings. So we're off the road now and we're starting our climb up to Stanage Edge. So here we are up at Stanage Pole. We've just climbed from the causeway just behind us here. You can see the quarry near Hope just there. We're going to follow the bridleway along, heading down here to Redmere's Reservoir before following a little bit more of a road section all the way across to the right hand side to just behind Stanage Pole here. You may be able to make out the tree line, and that is Lady Cannings plantation. We're going to meet James from the bike garage there, have a little play on the Cooking on Gas and Blue Steel trails. So obviously when you're coming down that bridleway you can get a lot of speed. Just be cautious of other trail users coming up the opposite direction. So just coming into Ringlow now. At the end of here we're going to turn left and then take the first right. It's almost like a staggered junction. So it's going to turn right here and get up to Lady Cannings.
Oh! Oh, that little tree.
Okay, so that was Lady Cannings. That was the Blue Steel and the Cooking on Gas trails. Quite nice to have James visit us for that one. Hopefully the footage will look good. We've just climbed back up the main Bridleway from the car park and we're going to follow it over Houndkirk towards the Foxhouse pub. From there we're going to go past the pub and we're going to climb up Burbage Valley. After we've got to the top of Burbage Valley we're going to drop down below a little bit of a road section below Stanage Edge once again. Then we've got a couple of little bridleways before getting back to Coggers Lane. So this is the bottom of Burbage Valley. Quite a nice wide sandy trail. We've just turned left at the top of Burbage. We're going to turn left again into this car park for a bit of an off-road climb. What this essentially does is cut off the big long road corner. A little bit of a technical climb, just to break up the road mileage a little bit. So follow the road down here until it takes a right just before the cattle grid and we're going to join onto the Bridleway. Hiya. We're going to take a right here, following the signs for Bamford Moor. If you remember from before, this is Cogger's Lane, where we were about an hour and a half ago. We're going to go up here to Gatehouse Lane, take a left and drop down the Bridleway. Be sure to turn to the right instead of shooting straight into a dead end. So I just turned right here at the traffic lights. Timed that well. Then just over the bridge we're going to turn right again and we're back at the bike garage. So there we go, back at the bike garage now. We've come in for about 19.5 miles. Trail conditions are really good today. It is unusually dry at the moment, apart from that last section. But that was quite a nice little descent to finish off on. It is a bit of a climb to begin with, especially all the way up to Stanage, but it makes up for it, especially when you finish on that downhill. One thing to note, watch out for traffic, because some cars do get quite close and there are a couple of skinny roads. However, if you're looking for a ride in an area that you've ridden a fair few times and you're thinking you've explored it all, definitely it's worth having a look at this route. I've not ridden some of those sections before. I can say I never would have found them if it wasn't for going on the Bike Garage website and having a look at the routes. So check out the other routes. Thank you for watching and get yourself to the Bike Garage to hire a bike.